Okay, and it's now on. Mute the stream. So, we have the stream going live right now. And who has the stream on? Not yet, I'm about to do that. Who has it on right now? Okay. Hello? Okay, we seem good. Okay, so I'm gonna go and run the pre-roll intros and we'll go and get into this. So definitely, of course. 1 second.
I've been planning for this live stream all day. It just started.
I think the stream just turned me off. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and launch the Zelo intro. There we go. Fitting into my intro. I'm gonna go ahead and set the stream of Photoshop going live now. There we go. Okay. And I don't know what all they heard during that, but it is. Yeah, that's the max cap right now. Do you want some? Yeah, someone else hosts the call. I'm gonna go and end it. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, is the stream still lagging? Anyone know? I think it's up. I believe so. Wow, I have a lot of stuff open. Okay. I have all the stuff from last night open when I started development of that app. Everything is still open. It's all good. They can hear you guys. The stream's not lagging. I don't even know who all is here. I gotta go feature it everywhere. Oh yeah, 5 new comments. There we go. Lagging pretty hard at the beginning. Here we go. Black screen, high live stream. Okay. So everything. Okay. I minimized Photoshop, so I think it went down. You can only hear one person? Oh yeah, there's 6 new comments. I gotta update automatically. I can only hear one person. Can you hear all of us? Okay, so what am I gonna go ahead? Okay, you can do that. It's gotta be something in Wirecast because all I have is built-in input. Yeah, they can only hear me. So, wait here. Hold on. Wait.
Zelo, do you have headphones in right now?
Yeah, I just took them out, so they should be able to hear all of us now.
Alright, yeah, now they should.
Oh yeah, that was probably the problem.
Okay, sounds good. I'm looking at Wirecast right now. The stream quality looks good. We aren't going to be able to stream in any higher quality until we get out of beta mode. So we're gonna have to deal with the 360p cap as of right now.
They can hear all of us, by the way. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the stream right now, and without going into full screen or anything, the image looks awesome. So,
Yeah, it looks pretty.
so I mean, you can see my
It
my
looks pretty
seal I
good in
made.
full screen right now
Yeah,
too.
it looks decent
Yeah,
in full
it does.
screen. Just don't focus on like this layer 1 and all that stuff.
It's like
Okay.
a little blurry. That's all good.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and like flip through these two and tell me if it's lagging. I can change the distance. Let's see here. Let's make it, instead of a few seconds, to 1/3 of a second.
Yeah, because like when you're moving something, it's like
Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and try and go back to the black screen, and then I'm gonna flip back, and you guys tell me if it's laggy or whatever. So we'll do that, and we will flip back, and I need to add the watermark, so we gotta flip back again. Okay, there we go. We should be good to go right now.
yeah.
We're good?
Yeah. Oh, it's all good.
We are good. Okay, we like it, we like
There
it.
it is.
Okay, welcome to
Looks good.
Graphics Live Episode 1. Hello. I'm
With
Zelo.
Zelo.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Yeah. If you guys didn't know, I'm Zelo, and I got a few guests with me today, and I'm here with my co-host, Baresh, who's a designs director at Vultra. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up, everyone? I'm Brash here.
Okay, sounds awesome. And, so, everyone else, if you guys want to go and introduce yourselves one by one, and then we'll go ahead and get rolling on what we're going to talk about. We have a few topics. Go ahead.
I'm Limbo. So
I'm Abdullah. And I'm Dizzy, not Drizzy.
Okay.
They say Dizzy.
Yeah. Someone's kind of misspelt my name in the description.
Oh, my bad. I'll edit that in a second. I'm
Oh,
featuring.
and then Limbo's
how does
link
that
is
make
not.
you feel?
I feel
Okay.
sad.
Wait, my link isn't working.
Yeah, it's not no
Yeah, it's not
HTTP,
available.
don't worry. It's just no
Plugged in.
HTTP.
Okay. Right now. The only reason I'm not doing anything on Photoshop right now is I'm featuring it on Vultra Design. So you guys can view this on my channel, or you can view it on Vultra Designs right now.
Alright, let me go and say.
Yeah, I'm reviewed on
Tell me how it looks on
See
there.
if it's working.
I made it to the live broadcaster, so you should be able to see the chat and everything.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, it's working nice.
Awesome.
Sweet.
So, I have a list here of topics that I made, and then I believe Bresh also, he had his ideas for topics as well. So the first thing we're going to talk about is social networking sites for designers. And by that I mean sites like Behance, DeviantArt, Dribbble. That's all I really know.
I think they work amazingly because instead of having to like link a bunch of different like videos to somebody and then wait and see the final image in the end, you can just link them your Behance account or whatever.
That's a valid point.
Yeah.
I've got a question to make.
Okay.
On those social networking sites, do you...
Hold
give
up.
me a second.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, they work fine, you know, like, if they improved it, like, instead of making us buy a domain to put our logos, you know, they should have it as a featured thing, like on Carbon Made or the portfolio.
Well, the reason I
that'd be
think on
nice.
those sites you have to buy a domain is because you legitimately have to buy a domain. Like, for my...
Yeah.
I have 3 bought domains, zelostudios.com, zelo.mobi, zeloworks.net, and I had to pay for each of them because, like, I guess for the registry systems and all, you have to physically buy domains. But
Anyway, after that interrupting phone, do you get many people looking for designers on them? Because I personally don't use them because I don't tend to need designers, but I know a lot of people really need designers. Do you tend to get those sort of people looking on them?
well,
I look at designs all the time on the portfolio, on DeviantArt. I go through and I look in the abstract 3D stuff.
one thing
Yeah.
about those is, like, if you go
I've been
on,
asked to,
if you
like,
go on
to make stuff for people on it.
if you're on a Dribbble, they actually have the feature where, like, if you're like a company looking for like a logo or something, you can buy a pro account from them, which is like $20 a year, like really cheap. And You can post like, "Hey, I want this done," and then the people who are members, they do it for you, and then you pay whichever person you like's the best.
Kind of like on that one show, The Pitch or whatever it's called.
Yeah, kind of like on The Pitch. So like, I mean, I guess like if you're a designer looking for more outlet or more exposure, that's a good place you can go to start.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You see, the problem I have with that then is, like, paying, like, Facebook and social sites like that. The reason they're free is because they've got, like, ad revenue and whatnot.
Well, the thing about that though is, $20 a year to be a pro on a site like Dribble, that's really cheap, really affordable, and it's not
really
required. If you're a member, like a designer, you don't have to be pro to upload your designs on there or to do designs for companies to get paid. You don't have to be pro if you're like a company looking for that, or if you want to. There's some features they have on it, so like that's one of the things that I like about Dribble. Oh my gosh, hot corners.
Fair enough, fair enough. I see if you're a company, but if you're a small YouTube channel, like a few people, then just something like I know you can probably roam on it for free and whatnot, but you can't really get designs. You can probably just go into someone's profile, then have to like end up contacting their YouTube and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean that's understandable. Like, well, one thing about YouTube is the people on YouTube, and this is, I believe, getting into our second topic. Let me go and check if that is okay. Is that me? Okay. Yes. Second topic: YouTube designers and how the community stands. One thing I think when I think graphics when I think of a professional designer, the one thing I think about is websites. I think about logos for large companies. I think about developing. I think about mobile games. I think about when I think of a professional designer, I don't look at YouTube. I look at YouTube as beginners or people who are getting into design and maybe want to pursue and be professional. Because if you look at Dribble or you look at Behance or DeviantArt, there's 10 times the amount of designers on there than on YouTube. And the people on there that do like all the drawings and do all like the animation, all the really professional designers, they're not on YouTube.
No, like my mom's cousin actually owns like a huge graphic design company. They do all the advertisement for Kellogg and everything, and there is no way he would be anywhere near YouTube.
Well, the thing about it is they don't need to be. Like, for me,
exactly.
If I didn't do YouTube, would I still want to be a designer? Would I still want to pursue graphics? Or would I even have used Photoshop? And the answer would probably be no. So, like, I think YouTube is a great spot for people who don't know what they want to do, or they're looking for some creativity or something to do in their free time. And then they can pick up graphics and start doing graphics as like a hobby. And then if they're getting good, they have a decent fan base, then they can pursue to become a professional. But any person on YouTube, I don't think is a professional designer, unless like Evan Eckert. He's like the exception. Apex Predator.
And Sherbet Melon.
Sherbet Melon, yeah. Those people
those are the only ones that are like called professionals. The other ones, like the Call of Duty designers that call themselves professional, just stupid.
They're all amateurs.
Well,
amateurs.
They're not all amateurs. How you have to look at it is there are amazing backgrounds on YouTube. Like the style that we have in Vultra Designs, basically almost everyone has the same style. Some people do it better than others, but like I really like the style that we have because it's the current style. And the way it works is a lot of people, like there are some companies that style, they would pay bucks for it. Someone to do what people do on YouTube. But some companies, there are more than not. That's why they're not technically professionals. And if a company really wanted to, they'd go to someone like Rated. Because he's like, when you think of the current style, the grungy style, the explosions, he would be the leading person in that style. But then if you go to more professional looking, you might go towards Apex or Rob or Panix. And then if you're looking for drawn and kind of like abstract, you'd look at Evan Eckert. And like basically everyone who brought a style to YouTube or kind of founded a style on YouTube, they're the known people.
So basically, because I'm not part of the designs community, of course, what I think of commentators are the console gamers and then the PC gamers. Then the console gamers, you get the FPS players, you get the RPG players, etc., etc. On PC gamers, you get the people that play games like Rome Total War, StarCraft, games like that where it's quite strategy based. Then you get RPGs, then you get, I don't know what you call League of Legends, Smite, and stuff like that.
I think it's
So
the
it's
MMORPG.
No, that's the MMORPG stuff like RuneScape. I know League of Legends is like, it's got some special thing, but it's I just don't remember. But is that basically how the designs community is set out then?
Well, the designs community is kind of taking towards the graphics. It's kind of like graphics is like the mother, or not graphics, gaming's like the mothership, and graphics kind of branched off, because graphics right now, they get all their support from the gamers, because graphics people do graphics for like Hutch, CNanners, Machinima Respawn, all the big names, and then in return the graphics people get the promotion as designers. See where I'm kind of getting at?
Yeah.
So like, it's really like graphics is kind of like U.S. back in revolutionary times, where we're branching off further and further away with the new style that we're getting, because we're getting the more professional, more hand-drawn character arts, graffiti, and we're kind of stepping away more from the gamer graphics. And that's why I don't think there's going to be another style for gamers other than the current like explosion space effect ones.
Yeah, that's all they're wanting though. So.
Well, that's all they want because it's the current style. But I guarantee
I don't
you,
have explosions. I have binary.
Oh yeah.
People these days, so unoriginal.
Okay, well, let's see. So we covered 2 topics already. But Bresh, you said that you had something you wanted to say, like when we got to the community part.
Oh, there's no creativity nowadays, basically.
Yeah, that's another thing.
I agree with Bresh 100%.
Because it takes creativity to create a style, and how backgrounds are, like, all the current style, the quote-unquote style, is being copied by so many designers. And that's why...
It's easier to copy a design than to create your own.
Well, and that's why, like I personally, I don't think I've used a stock image in, like, half a year on this. Well, not half a year, more like 4 or 5 months. But, like, I think if you created everything on the background and it looks like the current style, that's impressive. Because every single person that creates that style goes on the internet, downloads space pics, and it's not hard to create the space effect.
They just go for a pack.
The space effect in Photoshop's not that hard to create. Like,
Yeah.
personally. Like, it's simple filters, adding noise, like, despeckling, all that stuff. It's not hard, but yet people don't know how to do it, so therefore they go download images. So it shows less skill, because they didn't take the time to learn how to do it themselves.
Right.
Yeah. And also, if you look at, like, the recruitment challenge entries and stuff, all of them are the same.
Yeah.
Yes, but there are some few exceptions.
Like the ones that win.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
but like some things have just been getting boring, such as like photo manipulations. They're all the same nowadays. They all have buildings and
The thing I want to see people do
He's
is...
really creative.
Have you
yeah,
guys...
Alexander Kushalkov or whatever his name is.
Have you guys seen, I think it was either Sherbert Melon or it was Marco that did, like, the face, like the robot face? Sweetheart?
Yeah, that's what's his name? Not Sherbert Melon.
Yeah.
It's Michael Arts.
One thing, that I really liked about that is the one thing that if I would have done it, I would have changed is I wouldn't have made it how he made it. I would have made it a robot, because that would have looked so sick. if he just made it a robot instead of just a head, he did the whole body of the robot. That
he
would
did the
just
hands and the head.
yeah, that would just be insanely good. You know.
Have you guys seen Flu's
But
new
that's not-
background?
that's-
It's like the most professional and clean background I've seen in a long time.
Which background?
Hold on, I'll link it. Yeah, Flu Designs. It's actually really clean.
Oh, Flu. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the blue one.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've had 42
Yeah.
people come to the stream so far.
I like the background. I just don't like the icons. That's the only
Let
thing I don't
me
like.
let me go
Well,
to it
he
real
uses
quick.
those icons on everything because he was the one that released them.
Yeah, I know, but still, like, it's just
Oh, I know. I'm not saying it's a bad thing or a good thing. I was just saying that's why he uses them. He was the one that released them.
yeah.
Yeah, like that's too legit to quit. Like, and the one thing about like all the people that are getting known on YouTube is they're going to be the next like professional people. And real quick, shout out to Operation Craig. He said hi in the chat like a while ago. So,
I'm not paying attention to the chat.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, you're mean.
Oh wow, I'm on.
Nah, I just accidentally closed the chat.
Nobody's commented. Oh, who disliked? You're bad. No, I'm just kidding.
I get at least 4 haters per video I upload, so it doesn't. I don't dislike people who dislike. I just wish they would post why they disliked it. That would.
I dislike people
Right.
who comment inappropriate comments on my videos, and then actually they don't even dislike most of the time. They just troll. It's quite funny. It keeps me entertained
People
for
who
obvious reasons.
who
they,
post
troll
stupid
me.
stuff in the comments, like, and this goes out, like, one thing I hate about, what I do for Vultra is when I add someone to Vultra Designs, how when I go over copyright with them, they say they understand it, and then they ask a question like, is this song okay, or can I use music from this and this, and I requote, I'd be like, you have to have written permission, and then they go on and keep asking, and it just gets so annoying. It's like, you said you understood, but yet you still don't understand. That's why, like, every single person getting a Vultra Designs right now, I literally spend 20 minutes going, do you have any questions under copyright? Even if they say they do, I'm like, are you sure? Because I don't want them to ask me in the future, like, hey, can I use sites from non-copyrighted music or whatever? People need to, like focus on, people need to learn copyright. That's first. If you're going to do anything on YouTube, whether you're partnered, whether you're not partnered, you need to understand copyright music-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
Why aren't you doing anything in the stream?
What?
Why aren't you doing anything in the stream?
I was editing the settings for the stream. And you guys can only see Photoshop, so... Because, like, if I went in Camtasia right now, and I did, do that, I think you'd be able to see everything. Yeah. Oh, he had his power cut out. That just sucked. I'm gonna view the live feed real quick.
he had his power cut out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna view the live feed.
Oh, dang it.
You're now
It's gonna
echoing.
echo, it's gonna echo. That sucks. Where's Camtasia?
Ooh, that's peaked the whole street.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
That must suck.
it was horrible.
There we go, okay, so it's back to just Photoshop. Okay,
I gotta give a shout out to my boy Shock.
oh my
He told me
gosh,
to,
I hate
so-
when people...
Wow.
Okay, so back to influence settings. I think Drizzy, I messed the spelling up on your name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. It's
It's-
just Dizzy, not Drizzy.
D-R-I-Z-Z-Y, right?
Yeah, D-I-Z-Z-Y.
Oh, D-I-Z-Z.
Oh,
Okay.
how did you get the R?
I don't know. I don't know. I even
Because-
posted your channel link and didn't get it.
Because Drizzy is more common for him, most probably. You don't hear someone called Drizzy.
I'm pathetic with coming up names. I just, yeah. Just,
So if you
James
guys
being a dream.
want, I just updated the settings, so refresh the stream and everything should be
Higher
back
quality or what?
up. No, it's just the description and stuff.
Oh,
One thing I'm gonna.
just find an actual link now.
No.
Oh, did I mess up that? Oh yeah, Limbo. I did mess those up.
You need the HTTP in front of
Okay,
it.
there you go. I gotcha. Saved. So now if you refresh, everything should be good. Okay. So that's all good. Did I get the show? One thing I hated about doing this was I needed something to upload as the show. Because to get a show, you have to have at least one video. And it's still reviewing Graphics Live as like the show name, so. Okay, let's look at our other topics real quick before I go back to designing. Opinions on graphics on YouTube, I think we already covered that. Opinions on designers on YouTube, I think. Oh, here's a big one. This is going to cause some controversy. Opinion on networks on YouTube.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
a big one right there.
That'll probably be like an hour.
yeah. That's
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them right now.
well,
Yeah.
YouTube's cracking down on sub networks. Like YouTube hates the well, I guess they're what's the big arbitrators or something? I forget like the specific term, but I just call them sub networks. YouTube has like zero. They hate them so much, and they're like,
Why? What's the reasoning?
I don't know the reasoning. They're YouTube, and they just don't want a network being able to give access to their, well, not specific access to their CMS, but access to being able to partner anyone. They don't want like a 5-year-old or something, because that's basically what it was. There were so many.
That reminds me of some
networks.
like 5-year-old. He's ginger, Canadian, I believe.
Yeah, there's
Advanced UAV. He's 12 years old though.
like there are so many people that just like I could have gotten my own network once I left Vexon, because that was my plan. Was to get my own network when I left Vexon, but it's too much work. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what everyone's doing though. They want to get partnered so bad that they just make their own network once they get like turned down by YouTube or someone.
But like those networks end up failing, so there's no real point why you would want to do that.
But the thing is, like most, honestly, now it's much easier to get partnered than a year ago. A year ago, you had to go through Machinima or TGN, and now you have probably more than 20 plus networks. So it's much easier, and there's no reward. Anyone can get partnered if they can view bot or get views off doing stupid videos. So
That's one thing I
don't
hate.
think viewbots work actually, because it's like an illegitimate view. It doesn't really
Yeah,
count.
they do.
They do. Yeah, it does. There's lots of people who are partnered who.
I've seen, trust me, there was one guy who messaged me who made a channel like 2 days ago and was getting 7,000 plus views a video. Like they count.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Seems legit.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
And then he went on telling me how like Connor was gonna partner him and stuff, and I was like, okay, well, just go talk to Connor then. And he was like, oh, well, Connor doesn't reply, and I was like, sucks to be you. I didn't say that. I was like, well, then there's nothing I can do anyway, because Connor obviously doesn't want to be partnered. So, but
Yeah, view bots are a very real thing.
U-bots happen. What is
it's
it?
like this, like
Vexon. Since we're still on the topic of networks, Vexon view-bots, and there's proof. If you go on one of their videos with 40,000 views, you click on their view analytics. It's like enhancedviews.com or something, is where they got like 20,000 plus views from. Like,
I've seen like few people selling view-bots.
Yeah. I know my friend, I'm not gonna give any names, but he asked me if I wanted subs. He gave, he's like $1 for 100 subs, so, I don't know, it's just people are trying to make money.
I'm jumping
off
on
of YouTube.
that. I'm jumping on that right now.
Honestly, they should make it available, like, the banner to everyone.
No, they shouldn't.
No, they shouldn't.
Oh
It's
my
an
gosh, hold
earned
on.
thing.
Here we
People
go.
that get the banner, they
I'm-
earn that. It's
I'm
not
gonna
like
I'm
it
gonna
was
get
just
on
handed
this
to them.
topic. Okay,
But,
I made a channel that I was gonna use because I was gonna start a like a freebie Friday type thing where I gave away just like templates, And then to display like non-partner templates, I made a channel, and it was like, do you want to enable monetization? I was like, why not? So I enabled monetization. I got thumbnails, custom uploads, the store tab. I'm so mad about that because I've been on YouTube for like 2 years, and I've wanted that stuff. And I worked up to this point. I worked so hard, and once I finally get it, everyone can get that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like why even get YouTube partnership when all the features that I use besides the banner. So if they literally give the banner, there's no reason why I would ever get partnered except for the money fact, because that's the only difference. Is you get paid more being with the network than you do with YouTube.
Well, to be honest, YouTube has become a business now, to be honest. For like last year, I've been on YouTube for 6 years now. And for those years, like, it's drastically changed everything. Like, from the past 2 years, when gaming blew out, the money thing just grew and grew.
Well, I understand that YouTube's a business, and I understand them having the monetization feature being enabled where anyone can add ads. But once you start giving them specific features like banner, thumbnails, custom scheduling, then it begins that the partnership factor, the legit YouTube partnership, it starts to devalue it to where it's not that important. And then you have the fact where George, all his hard work in trying to get this partnership program up and running, all his work that he spent on that failed because the people at YouTube, which literally, my opinion on this, real quick, YouTube could spend half of what they make in one day off YouTube to fix YouTube completely.
They could, but they won't.
They
because,
won't. Exactly.
In the world of business, it's all about making as much money as possible without spending as much money.
Well, no, but the fact that they can make, in one day, they could just spend what they make, or they could spend half of what they make in one day and completely fix the site and make the site make more money. I don't get why they wouldn't do that.
Because they think they have a good thing, and people will come back either way.
People will come back, but I think that if they fixed all the sub stuff, the people that make them the money will make more money. And then the more money they make, the more money YouTube makes. You know, it's like, I don't see why they wouldn't help make themselves more money.
Right.
Well, to be honest, partnership does focus mostly on money for some people, but for some people, they just want the banner.
Yeah.
That's
all I want.
But to be honest, I know someone in TGN. I'm not gonna give any names out or anything, but he used to sell partnerships. I'm not even kidding. He used to charge people $50 for a partnership.
Yeah, I got a message from that one day.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like, you should check your staff and you should check the stats. I think it's a new thing where they check the stats before they partner.
Well, Vultra only has a few people that can partner. Like, I can partner. Head recruiters can't like physically partner. But and then I think just the head recruiters can partner. But like
head recruiters can partner.
Yeah.
Vultra head recruiters and above can partner. The recruiters can only send the head recruiters any information, etc., etc.
Yeah. How people do that though is like Vultra does it smart to where head recruiters, we don't have access to the submission to bent pixels. Jake has it to where you send it to him and then he sends it off. So he double checks to make sure everything's correct. I think that is the smartest thing you can do. It prevents people from selling partnerships. It prevents people from doing like false claims. It is the smartest thing I think someone can do. Yeah. And that's why we won't have that issue where someone's going to end up selling a partnership or something, and then Vultra takes the fall for it.
Yeah. People just sell the channels with a partnership on.
Well, the thing with that is there is no way you can prevent that. But how you do it is you go, and if that happens and you find out, you just unpartner it.
Yeah. The thing is,
you can go on.
The thing is, nowadays people sell their channels like they don't unpartner it unless they don't know the link of the channel unless someone links it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've had people ask me to buy my account. I'm just like, no. No,
I have a channel. I had my old channel that's 2K, and people keep asking me, is it for sale? And I'm like, no, it's not for sale.
Sentimental value.
No, I don't even care about the money, to be honest. Like, I bought the channel when it had 1K. I'm not gonna lie. I just wanted that. That was the time where I wanted to get partnered, but then I tried to work for it, which I'm still trying to do. And now, like, I understand how hard it is to get partnered, because it's better to have
legitimately.
Yeah, because you feel like you actually did something instead of spending 1,600 Microsoft points on a channel.
Anyway, someone asked in the chat a little while ago, how did some of us get partnered? The ones of us that got partnered with under 950 daily views, we have been literally with Vultra since the start. Like,
yes.
the second it was made, literally, we just went to it, and we helped it grow it and stuff like that, and we were active, just basically being good directors and stuff like that. So we ended up getting partnered because there was an agreement with Bank Pixels. So I don't think it can happen anymore right now. But if you do work hard as a director, I do think you still have a chance. But you need to be a very, very hard-working director.
There are some
recruit
people
about
like
10 people, and then you can get head recruiter and yeah.
Yeah, like Ara. The thing with him is that, like, when I got Vultra Designs and no one was submitting, he was the only one submitting, and he submitted like 10 videos, and like he was working like so hard. That's the reason he got partnered, because I had like a ton of people ask me about that. Like, if you work hard and you submit a lot and you do what you say you're gonna do, there's a better chance of you getting partnered. No promises.
Before we go into any other discussions, like, I just wanted to ask one question. What is the video limit? Because I have 5-hour speed art.
5 hour?
Yeah, no, I'm saying, like, if I speed it up, how long could it take? Probably take like 20 minutes, the whole thing.
Just render it out like a MLB or something.
When I always have super long speed arts, I always do 2 renders. I'll render one with just nothing, and then I speed it up again. And if that doesn't help, I'll speed it up again until I can get it to like 2 minutes. And if it need be, I'll cut parts out so it makes it not look as cluttered.
Yeah, I just try to keep all my videos under 5 minutes, unless it's like
people get bored too easy. Like, I don't watch speed arts as much as I used to. When I started, I would watch a speed art like all the way through 2 or 3 times. But now I watch the beginning, and then when I start getting bored, I kind of skip through it.
Yeah.
Because it's all the same nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of pictures with cut correction.
The only people I find unique are people who are doing website speed arts.
The thing about website speed arts that I don't like is how no one follows through with the website.
Like, code it out and all that stuff.
Yeah, like they'll make a speed art, they will like have the PSD and stuff, but they don't even attempt to try and develop it. Like, Dreamweaver is not that hard to understand, and the only hard part would be like understanding CSS and HTML. Which, if you tried, you could do that. And once you make one website that you designed, you can make any website that you designed. Because once you do that one, you'll understand how to do everything. That's how I learned.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and double check on the stream settings real quick. So, or not settings, but the actual stream here. We've been going for about 40 minutes already.
There's a guy spamming in the chat.
Yeah. So, we've had 85 total playbacks, which means people have seen this. So.
Yeah, I asked about how hard with Vultra. Yeah, he won that stream or whatever. I said it was data.
What was that? You're kind of roboting. Hello.
Just hang up on him and recall him.
I'm not the host of the call anymore.
Oh,
Hold on one
Dizzy.
second. No echo, no echo, no echo. Okay, good.
No, don't. I'm just not talking.
It's kind of doing a robot voice.
Yeah, you like mumbled up.
I'll try and get some people from the Vultra chat. Do I still have the link copied? No, I don't.
Should I copy it?
No, I got it. I'll get it over it now. Oh, it's gonna play. I gotta mute it. Okay. Not spamming. Live stream is in beta mode right now. Only Zeal has it. Actually, I think 10 to 20 partners have it besides the Vultra channels, because all the Vultra channels right now have it. And then I think we sent it to like 10, 15, maybe even 20 people. And then we're still getting beta testers that are partnered with us. So soon, once because I have to write like a one-page essay on how I think it went and like if I had any issues. And once I'm done with that, then that gets sent off to YouTube. And then once YouTube thinks that we're like really attempting to use this and how we know how to use it, then I think we're going to be able to get the higher quality streams and we won't have as many like limitations.
All that good stuff.
Yeah. More Skype. When the screen goes black, guys, it's basically I'm switching to Skype. Streaming. Okay.
Almost done with this.
Let's see here. Okay, back. Okay, so let's see what's next on our topic board. I can open it. Okay, so
CS6 versus CS5.
That's right. So opinions on CS6 versus CS5. I personally,
I prefer CS6.
I prefer CS6. The only reasons that I like CS6 over CS5 is two big hitters. One is how it's enclosed on one application on Macs, where you don't have just the borders and then the individual windows. And the second is the new content aware tool, which I'll demonstrate on the stream, where basically you can grab this content aware tool, and let me open up Safari and get an image. Google Images.
I haven't tried it out yet.
Person
I've had it for forever. I haven't used it though.
laying in grass. Okay.
I wouldn't know about this since I'm an editor. Oh yeah. Might stay out of this one.
That's so funny. There's this image on Google Images where it's this guy laying in the grass and you can like see his face in the sun, and then they blurred out his hand, but he's like flicking off the camera. Okay, this one's kind of good. I gotta make sure it has no copyright though. So.
Sorry, what did I miss?
We've been discussing new features in CS6 versus CS5. That's our current topic.
I'm not involved in that. Don't worry. I also have live stream. Oh, Sheila's not the only one. That's offensive.
I already discussed that too. I was saying how like 10, 15 partners had it.
I thought Zila was the only one that had it, from what he was saying earlier.
No.
My bad, guys. I guess I lied to you.
If you're partnered with Vultra, you can apply to get
Yeah.
Okay, here we
you
go. I
need
just
to email
found
Jake though. He won't reply on Skype because he doesn't use instant messaging.
Okay.
Just a word of warning to everyone, because he will only reply to you if it is like a serious problem, something like someone's been killed in Vultra and someone else is being like held hostage. Then Jake might get involved. But
then Jake might start worrying about us.
He
Okay.
might.
Yeah, he might follow search party or
Say if you look at this image, right? And you grab your content aware tool, and say you don't like this person's feet. You can kind of draw around them and move them. And then it pulls all the colors and the textures from the surrounding, and it will erase their feet. I don't know if it updated on the stream yet, but
Yeah, it did.
see that? And it looks like it was never there.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like
awesome.
That is my favorite feature right now about CS6, because like you could say you just wanted that kid in there, if you're really careful, which I'm not being right now, you can just select this person, drag them out. Oh, that didn't work.
Wow, that was quite cool.
Still not working. Hold on. Oh, I'm on the loop tool, that's why. Okay. Just select them, right around them, drag them out of the frame. I didn't get everything, so it might be a little bit. And there you go. It's as if the person was not even there in the first place.
But his hand is off.
That's so cool.
Well, I didn't like go into detail zooming in, making sure I had every pixel. But like,
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, shoulders.
like if you like back up, like look at that. It looks like it's just the kid. Maybe his hand's a little, like he broke his
Or like
arm.
It's like a lunch bag or something.
Yeah. And you can see a little color of the jeans right there. But like, for the most part, the person is gone where they would have been.
Alright, so there's somebody in the chat spamming numbers.
Spamming numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's Snake Eyes.
7744.
Sound.com. Okay, I'll just block him. It's fine.
I'm flagging his comments.
Which guy is it? Snake Eye 7.
744.
Yeah, I flagged all of them.
Okay, I just blocked him. So, the one thing I wish I could have on the YouTube streams, is moderators, where like I could set Brush as a moderator, and I could set people that I trust, so that if someone's like spamming, you can just
Like right there.
they can ban him or like mute him and.
Just like on Twitch TV.
It's still in beta, man.
It's
Well,
still-
I think
yeah.
when this thing comes out of beta, it will be the best live streaming thing available.
And then,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then
I
it's
honestly
gonna go.
think it will be.
And then it's gonna
Because
go
Kurt-
to the people who have monetization enabled. And then it's gonna have zero worth. See, that's what I hate about the stream. Or not the stream, the Google thing. I'm gonna
The
email. I'm gonna call one of the YouTube people up and complain.
Like they're gonna listen to you.
Yeah,
Have
I
you
know.
seen? You're gonna phone them like 5 minutes later after you've hung up the call. They're probably just gonna head over to the food court or the spa or the gym or whatever's in Google headquarters now.
Yeah. Google's
Google's
like
in there.
They'll be like, "Oh, it's been a stressful day. Some guy complained. Yeah, it's just sorry, my work's been cut out for me. I don't get paid
like
enough."
they're just like
Google.
Google people get free gas, free food,
Free computers.
free computers, free Chromebooks, probably free like they probably have like their own sites, like social networking sites just for them.
And they probably have Zooms.
No,
No one wants a Zoom, though.
I don't think they have Zooms.
Everyone wants an iPod.
Well, there's nothing to compete against the iPod right now. That's why it's so successful. Like the Zune is no comparison to the iPod.
No, definitely not.
And so if
What is that?
some company made like another music player that was touchscreen or maybe had a new feature, if someone made like a holographic touchscreen, boom, the iPod would be dead and everyone would want that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it's the Apple that are gonna do it.
Well, Apple would be the most likely because guess what? They've come out with everything first so far. The first like touchscreen mobile devices came from them. I can take my iPad and go in my car and start driving down the highway, video chat, Skype with my brother who's in Korea right now. That's like the iPad because it has 4G. Like I don't know if any other tablet has that, but remember like watching the Jensens when I was little, and you just like people thought it was so futuristic how you could video chat someone face to face, and the technology's here now.
Yeah. I mean, like 6 years ago, we didn't have lots of things. We had those like crappy desktop backgrounds. with
YouTube
the-
was just starting 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like
I remember YouTube. How I found YouTube was I was trying to listen to some music and Yahoo just let me there. I
Well,
think that's how everyone found about it. Like,
when I first found YouTube, I was probably 10, maybe a little younger. Well,
I
6
was
years
6.
ago. 6 years ago, yeah, I was 10. And my parents told me I couldn't go on that site. And I was so mad, and I didn't know why, because YouTube wasn't bad. 2 years later, I made my first channel, without them knowing, of course, and then I started uploading vlogs. And I will never tell anyone what that channel name was. So.
I'll look for it right now.
But I started doing vlogs when I was like a really little kid about like tech stuff. And then my parents were like, "Oh well, it's not that bad, I guess. Nothing's going on. And the stream looks kind of boring right now because I'm not doing anything." But so I did that. And then what happened is now I am where I'm here today, where YouTube is. I go on YouTube every single day. So.
Yeah, me too. Well, honestly, when I joined YouTube, I was probably 6 years old.
I was like,
go on.
Yeah, I was like 7 or 8 when I first heard about it, and it was so confused. I like typed
Dude, something's going on with your mic, and you're really quiet.
Yeah, sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, when I first joined YouTube, all it was cat videos every day. Just saying.
What was it?
Oh, Wishful's official, also known as Brent. He was like, "You're wrong. They weren't the first to make touchscreen phones." I'm not talking like phone-wise though, but like there is
devices like the iPad.
The iPad. They're the first people to make like multi-touch devices that are popular because like no one knows what the first touchscreen phone was, but everyone knows what an iPhone is. They revolutionized it. They made it their own.
I mean, with their unique, well, not unique anymore, but their home layout and everything was pretty nice. I mean, it was a slick design.
I prefer Blackberries than iPhones.
Man, they're similar. Like the only thing that's different, they all have social networks. They all have some sort of instant messaging. I mean, Apple have messages which can be now integrated into MacBooks or any kind of Apple device, and the Blackberries have BBM and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But the only difference is the App Store. The BlackBerry have a shortage of app stores.
The App Store is the big difference between like the Android marketplace versus the App Store for Apple. Huge difference. They're the only like apps that really went to the App Store that are on iOS are the ones that got popular on iOS, like Angry Birds or Doodle Jump or Temple Run. Those ones that got super popular.
But if you're like comparing the Android store to the Apple Store, it's like comparing a bootleg Chinese store like for fake DVDs to like
I wouldn't go that far with it. I mean, Androids are good phones. Personally, if I could have my iPhone layout, the home screen layout, the same as Android, I would. Just because I think it looks better. But I think you should, like,
it looks so much cooler.
If Android and Apple made a phone and integrated both technologies that both of them had, it would be the best phone in the world.
But Apple is kind of like a lone wolf company. Like, they don't have anyone else.
Have you seen the pictures of Apple's new headquarters?
No.
Apple like posted pics of headquarters that they were planning on building, and if they ever end up making it, it will be the coolest place in the world. I would want to live there.
I'll look it up for now.
Just go on Google Images and look it up.
The CEO of Apple makes like $1 million every 11 seconds or something like that.
Well,
the
company Apple is
the new CEO.
Yeah, Chen.
Steve Jobs.
But like Apple is the most profitable country in the world right now. I saw that on like CBS
company.
or whatever.
Company, not country. Country.
Oh, I said country. I meant company. Yeah.
Are you talking about that circle building?
Yeah, the circle one.
Mm-hmm.
That was sick.
What if they did like a big Apple?
That'd be in the middle of New York too.
Exactly,
No, it's not in
like
New York. Their headquarters is in California.
Oh, it's in California.
Put a big apple in
But
the middle
if they put like in the middle of that like a giant Apple building, and that would be like where the CEO is, that would be sick.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That would just be.
That would be
Looks like there's a
awesome.
little balance in the middle.
Let's see.
Someone
here.
got being technical. They're like the first touchscreen phone was the IBM Simon launched in 1992.
That was,
Is that Wishful's official?
That was me.
That's Jimbo.
I just looked it up and then I linked it. I mean, I pasted it.
Wikipedia at its best.
Yeah, well, actually, that's not what I learned it, but whatever.
Let's see here.
I think most people would be really screwed without Wikipedia.
Yeah.
I don't use Wikipedia that much. The only time I really use
actually,
Wikipedia.
I did use Wikipedia. It was Wiki Answers. My bad.
I said so. But the thing is about Apple, the only thing that really annoys me is that they come out with the same stuff, just different software, but it's just the same thing. Like that Mountain Lion, it's $20, and I bought a new computer with it. It's just the same computer. They didn't update anything about it. Like the Retina display is not even that good.
Oh, the Retina display is big difference. I've been on my Mac for 3 years now, and I went to this Best Buy near my house, and the difference between the non-Retina and the Retina is insane. Like, if I go close to my computer screen, it gets all pixelated. I can go, nose touching the glass on a Retina, and I won't see a pixel. It's...
I just recently got the computer, my new computer, about 2 weeks ago, so... And it's not the Retina one. It's pretty good.
Most things are the same now. Like the iPhones, they seem to just be getting slimmer.
Well,
yeah,
apparently,
everything's getting smaller.
Apparently,
I just can't wait when it's 2022 or really into the future where instead of having actual phone, it's actually built inside of you, inside your eye. It's like an iPhone, you get it?
Oh, brilliant!
Haha, watch out, he's a smart
Good
guy.
one right there.
do any of you guys have the Galaxy Note?
That's what you did there.
This
No, but some
Wishful.
kid does. He said you'd probably like it.
Wishful said that you'd probably like the Galaxy Note. That's the one he has. I don't really experiment with phones that much. I don't use my phone as much as I used to. So compared to phones, all I know is when the iPhone 5 comes out, I'm gonna get it, and if I don't like it, I'm gonna try another phone after that. So,
I can't wait for the iPhone 5. I heard it's supposed to be a lot bigger.
They've been saying that since the iPhone 1 came out.
Since before the iPhone 4.
They've been saying, it's gonna have a bigger screen every single year, and it hasn't. I don't think they would, because with all the apps that they have right now, every single app in the app store would have to be rewritten.
Yeah.
Because they'd have to add the large. They'd have to.
With the iPad, you actually have to get for the iPad if you want it to be the best.
Exactly. They would have to all the major apps would have to rewrite. Now, for the big apps, it's more it'd be easier for them. But maybe some non-large apps that a lot of people they're just not that popular. They might not find it's worth it to rewrite the code again to make it a little bit bigger for a newer device.
Well, they should rewrite it and then put it as $1 for every download or whatever it's called.
See, that's not profitable, because why would I go spend $1 on something when I could just have it a little distorted? That's not going to be as profitable either.
Yeah.
That's the way, unless they made it exactly, they just, pinched the two sides, the corners, and made it exactly the same size, but just a little bigger, it might work, because the way, when I'm doing Xcode development stuff, I make it in iPad, iPad Retina, and then I shrink it down so that it's great quality for all the devices. Instead of making it for the iPhone and then expanding it, because resizing it, each time you resize it, the quality dithers. And eventually it's just going to...
Unless you turn it into a smart object. But,
you
can't do that with a phone.
Well, no, because the thing about smart objects is the quality still gets bad on the inside. The edges won't pixelate.
Honestly, what I would have done for the new iPhone 5 is instead of having the borders, I would just have the screen. That's my idea.
No, because
You
the
know-
way the iPhone breaks too much now, it'll break 10 times worse, and then it takes away. Because, like, I can drop my phone, get a little chip where the phone thing is, and not have a problem. But if I did that, I would have a chip on the actual screen, and that I wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
You just start with my old phone.
They need to make it out of Gorilla Glass.
Well,
That's what they
there
need
is
to do.
something called Apple Care if you do get it.
So what have I missed?
A lot. We went from YouTube and stuff to iPhones. I told you guys before we started we were going to be talking about one thing, and then one thing just turns to another. Now we're on phones.
Phone, okay.
Right.
Phone operating systems are quite interesting. There we go, that's my input.
If you, I'm going to do, like, I hate tutorials. Have you guys ever tried doing tutorials?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have. Not
I
for designs,
hate
but I have.
doing tutorials. The only reason I hate them is because if I mess up, like even a little bit, I feel as if it sucks and I need to restart.
You can just always just cut out that one bit.
But that one
No,
bit may
you
be like an
still
important part,
It's a bit.
you know?
I always feel that my... okay, some guy just
Yes,
spammed the F word quite a lot.
You did?
Anyway, I always
Okay,
feel
what's that?
that my job...
Hello?
Hello.
He was like talking and then
I
he
think
just
his,
cut
I think his
off.
mic's like that or something.
I don't see anyone spamming anything on here.
I removed him.
Are you
Yeah,
ready?
well,
What was his
I like
username? So I can, oh, there we go. I see it now. I just had to refresh. What is
I
it?
like that.
See, the thing I hate about that is that's probably the same guy that was spamming earlier. He
No,
just made a
it's a
new
different
account.
guy.
But he just probably made a new account. I can go make an
Well-
account in 2 seconds.
No,
I was so confused there for a second, but I guess I didn't have the stream.
Which was the thing about vectors is unless you make it in Illustrator, it's almost near impossible to create a vector of something you made in Photoshop where it doesn't pixelate. Because like if I made like an image, like the Nexter Studios image I made, I can pull it up here. But if I brought that alone and tried to make it into a vector using Illustrator or something, it wouldn't work right because it'll just do the edges, it'll do the corners. It
Anyway,
won't do
I'm so
the
sorry
actual
for that.
image. And doing
Did
something
you-
like that in Illustrator is a lot harder and more detailed. Like it would take me 3-4 hours to do what I do in Illustrator rather than Photoshop, and that's why I use Photoshop, not Illustrator.
Did any of you randomly hear like Phil really loudly just before I cut off?
No, you were just like, and another thing, and then you just stopped talking.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So I've always felt that my like what I do on YouTube is always easier than what you designers do, because like you guys, you mess up, you have to delete the whole layer and then redo everything and whatnot.
It
You
depends
could-
on what you do.
And like, whereas if I mess up, I just stop the recording, or I can continue the recording and just like start anew, and then just
Yeah.
cut that bit out.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's
the
why.
whole thing I was talking
That's
about.
why everybody feels that GFX people and editors get no respect because the players, all they do is go around doing creative button pushing, and I hope I don't offend anybody in the stream, but and
You
then graphic
offended me.
design. Oh, I'm sorry, but like, and then they expect that graphic designers go and do whatever they want them to do, like their little handyman or whatever.
Well, see, the one thing I hate is when like when graphics people get taken advantage of by gamers. And what I mean by that is like I have so many people like ask me, "Hey, can you do graphics and stuff?" And when you say, and then when they expect that you don't, or when they expect it's free, and when you tell them it's not free, they get all mad and they're like, "Well, I can go get this from this person for free," and then I'm like,
Then
"Okay."
why don't you just go get it?
I was like,
Yeah, that's what I
okay,
heard.
you pay for quality,
Yeah.
but not only do you pay for quality, but you pay for
The actual
Actually,
thing
it's
that you
like-
wanted.
reverse. Like it's like gaming basically. Like if you expect developers just to give you games like Call of Duty, they sell it. Why do they sell it? Because people buy it. Why do I sell graphics? People buy them, and not only do people buy them, but it's a good enough product where people want to buy them.
Yeah.
It's like
I see where people are surprised when you pay for it, because if you want my opinion, I can say it. I mean, it might offend you guys, but
No, it's
it
okay.
shouldn't really. Basically, like people like me, small commentators, we really don't have like the money and whatnot. So it's kind of like just like, oh come on, just like a basic background for free, please. Like we can't really make it ourselves, so we kind of then like ask for it. Like I understand why they expect it's free and whatnot. Like especially if you're like on your page, it says nothing about you have to pay for a background and whatnot.
Yeah.
But stuff like if you have friends, I always ask. Like I have one friend, you guys might know him. It's Fail. I doubt you design people know it. I doubt even you know who I am. I doubt Will knows who I am. But, but yeah,
I know you're in Vultra, so you're good on my build.
Yeah, true. Anyway, so I just asked like a friend because I know they'll do it. I see where they're coming from, and I see where you guys are coming from, and like I'm kind of stuck in the middle now. It's like Parliament. You guys probably don't have Parliament. You have like the White House, don't you?
The White House. We have
something completely different.
House of Congress, House of Representatives, and then we have our president.
Politics, bro.
Oh yeah, we're stepping off the side of politics.
Yeah,
See, I
I
told
feel like
you.
stuck in the middle because I would pay for it if it was a really, really good one. But if it was just a simple one, then I don't really want to pay for it because I just need a simple, short background. Like,
well, see,
if
the thing about that.
Think about it. Hold on, real quick. Like, think about it. If you were to go into the real world and say you were a company and you went up to a professional graphic designer and was like, "Hey, I just want a simple one. Do you want to do it for me for free?" Like, they're not gonna do what you want for free just because it's simple. Like, you're gonna have to, whether it's lower price or whether it's like you don't have to pay as much or whatever, it's still gonna cost money either way.
Well, another thing on that is my perspective on, how the simple background. I'm not going to lower my quality of backgrounds that I do because you want just a simple background. I can make a simple professional looking background, but it's going to take me an hour. It's going to take me an hour and a half even when listening to music. So it's still like, I'm not going to lower my quality just because you want a simple, quick background.
Could someone put the Skype on Do Not Disturb?
I think that's me. It's the Vultra chat. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, someone needs to. Yeah. But I hate it when people ask to. I hate it when people ask to have make backgrounds that look like other people's backgrounds.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing that causes problems because.
Should I speak about this?
It doesn't have to be good. You can just don't have to text it. Like, no, I'm not going to put a bad background and put my name on it because then people will be like, "Oh, that guy sucks."
Exactly.
Can
I talk about subject?
Yeah, he has personal experience with this.
About copying other people's backgrounds.
Yeah.
Sure.
I honestly think everyone's copying each other's backgrounds, and I don't see why someone gets offended if someone gets mad for using someone else's background.
Now, the controversy of this is if someone used if someone made a background exactly to the T like one of mine, like my Muzzle Fuzza background. If you guys haven't seen it, go to youtube.com/MuzzleFuzza. But if someone copied that one to the T and made it exactly like it with the radar, with the colors, exactly like it, I would get upset about that. But if they made it their own, if they added different elements, then that would be kind of okay in my book. I wouldn't really have that much of a problem with it because they made it their own. But now on the controversy, if I designed something for a client, a paying customer, and they saw that someone else was using the same exact background that I made for them, he's going to get why'd I pay for this when I could have someone else go make it exactly like it?
Well, then your response to that is...
Well, they won't say it to me, but that's how... They would
never have had the thought had I never made that.
I have lost a ton of return customers because someone else made a background like mine for someone else, and then they're like, well, someone else can do it, and then they go to that person because that person may be cheaper or something.
Exactly like editing, it's all the same, so you can't really do anything about it now. Everything's the same. You use the same effects.
Yeah, it's just different text.
But being on I was actually on the side of copying backgrounds. I'm not gonna get into that, but it does suck for the person if he does get hate.
I know why you're
All
saying that.
I know
You're
what you're coming from.
controversy.
All of you guys to me are artists because you do designing and whatnot, and that is a form of art. And like when I think of an artist, as in the painters, they always say, "Oh, I always like look for inspiration like at the seaside and at the fun fair and on the A2 and whatever." That's like Route 66.
Oh, okay. Thank you. As I was about to ask.
And then I'm like, why don't you guys do that as well? Because you could come up with some cool designs. Like if someone, let's say, this is a League of Legends thing, so you guys won't understand it. But there's a champion called Nautilus. He's like Nautilus is Latin for sailor, so he's sea related and whatnot. So like if you guys looked at sea pictures and did like some cutting, did like some customization, like redrawing the outline and stuff like that, then you could come up with some really original ideas. What I don't understand is why people don't think of that by themselves.
They don't like other themes. They want to stick to one theme that they're good with.
Yeah, but like if a channel was like devoted around this one thing, then the designer would I would normally like expect the designer to go and find like inspiration from that sort of thing. Like, do you get the point I'm coming from?
Like,
I get it.
Yeah, we get it.
But I don't understand why people aren't like original. Why they're like copying each other then?
Because on YouTube nowadays, like I think Brush said, it's easier to copy someone than to come up with your own original thing.
What YouTube
That's
designers
cool. That's
like
what
to
I
do,
said, but you know
and
what?
honestly, I did this when I started. What YouTube designers are doing kind of now is they're using other people as their creativity. They'll find a background they like, they'll copy it, and then call themselves a designer for copying someone else's idea. Now, technically they designed it, but they're not a creative designer, so I don't look at that person as a designer. Now, nowadays, I find all my own ideas by, living life, I guess you can say, finding, I'll go look at textures, and I'll get an idea from a background by looking at a texture, It's just the way that, things work now. But, if you look at someone else for your creativity, if you look at Rated, you look at Rob, you look at Evan Eckerd, and you use their idea as your creative outlet, then I don't consider you a designer on YouTube. You are technically a designer, but I don't consider you as a designer.
I don't even know where I get my inspiration from. It just pops in my head at random times throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you become an actual good designer when you develop your own style. That's my thought.
Yeah, but we kind of talked about that earlier, how basically with YouTube, there will never be a different style. There will never be...
That's for the gaming community.
Well, that's what you think.
No, we did talk about that earlier.
That everyone switched to.
I said I didn't think there'd be another new YouTube style for gamers and on YouTube, and there will be new styles, but I think as far as backgrounds for gamers, the style is basically set. But that I could be completely wrong because what the style used to be, flares, fire, explosions, whatever you could find in a stock image, throw it on a background, and you are the most epic designer ever. That used to be the style. Because look at if you go on Apex's channel and you look at his Jericho background, when he used to use 3D renders, when everyone used to use 3D renders, or I think it's Jerry Yachi or something. And then you look at the other one that he has in Blast from the Past. I think he only has 2. If you look at those were the style back then. Now, no really person would put them up now. I mean, they're still epic, but I don't think anyone will put them up now because it's more going towards professionalism or the kind of new 3D font with the cracks in it, with the space behind it, with the light shooting up from under and above it, and the focal point is the text, which is harder to read. And then the one thing that they don't get is the link text. I hate backgrounds where the link text sucks, but the main text just looks like this epic piece. Like
on a banner, when they put the text?
Yeah. When they don't get that right, it ruins the background for me.
I've seen some pretty good looking, in the middle, it looks all good, that's where the middle focus is. But when you see, like just a white text with a stroke on it. It ruins the whole background, to be honest.
Yeah, they need to add some effects to it, I think.
Mm-hmm. I mean, now everyone's using color corrections, like gradient maps and everything, and they're just learning how to, like, people are just, honestly, the fonts, no one wants to give them out, because if someone finds out the font, it's probably going to go out to everyone. Like, Gotham got out because of Mercer Design, if you guys know him or heard of him.
And then what about if you think about phases, what's the name of that font?
Oh, the Batman Forever.
Batman, yeah. Everybody used that. It was so annoying.
I was turning into
and then like clans nowadays are mimicking the phase logo. Like it's like people's creativity is like gone.
The only original ones nowadays are like the big ones like Soar, Dare, Darth, DZ.
I don't like Soar's logo, to be honest.
Who?
Soar sniping the S and then the backwards S. It doesn't line up correctly. It's all like it's weird. I don't really like it that much. It's original. It's original, but I just personally don't like it that much.
It's from the same guy who made the face logo as well.
Oh, well then, if one designer made them, then I think that's more okay than, like, another clan just, like, going out. Like, if there was another clan called, I don't know, B clan or whatever, and they made the B and then the C just like Phases, but it was made by the same guy, and Phase was okay with it, then I don't think that's that big of an issue.
But if it's made from some random guy, then I would say like a small problem.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the most easiest logo you could ever do nowadays is the Phase logo. All you have to do is take the F and C and just rasterize it, and then flip the F and put them together, and there you have the Phase logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just that one font too, so it's
easy, really easy, and it's pretty easy to get. It's not a hard font to get.
Right.
I was going through the old chat, and Triton HD. I don't know if this was when we're talking about prices and selling graphics on YouTube. But he was like, what about having sponsorship? Now, what if, like, say, graphic companies or graphic designers got sponsored by someone like Muzzle Fuzzle, for example, and they started doing graphics for them for free in return for a promotion or in return for money? Like, I mean, I would be okay with that. Like,
you just said, what if they started doing it for free in return for money?
Well, no, like, what if they did it for free, like, in return for, well, okay, I meant for, like, sponsorships or whatever. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
But promotion-wise, like Muzzle Fuzzle was going to pay me for the background I made him, but instead I was like, well, what if you upload, like, a video? Like, what if that happened? Like, a large YouTuber like Woody's Gamertag, someone did graphics for him, and the guy did, like, a speed art of it, or he did, like, a demonstration of doing it, or he did something, and Woody's return to that is uploading a video as sponsorship, as promotion. Like,
I think he is doing that with the intro.
With the intro, yeah. Did you see that video?
I didn't. I can't say I did.
Well, he's just looking for a new intro. He's gonna, like, give the guy promotion who makes him a good intro.
Yeah.
That's about it.
See, like,
I was thinking about doing it, but it's just like the competition.
Wait, currently? I love Woody's, like, layout and stuff. Like,
I like the old one.
The old, I didn't see.
I never got used to this guitar thing and whatnot.
I don't remember the old one, to be quite honest.
The old one was like the wood and stuff everywhere.
Oh,
like
yeah, I remember that. That was like, see,
intros. That's what made Maginosis popular. He was the intro maker.
If only YouTube didn't change from the old YouTube layout. The old YouTube layout will forever be my favorite, unless they make one that's equally equivalent.
I don't really mind. I think this one's pretty good now, since all of us probably got used to it.
Yeah,
I think it's good unpartnered. I hate it when it's not partnered.
at first it turned out bad because you know how when we had the old layout we can like turn down the opacity, kind of do our own style of colors on the whole thing, and now you can just
you could
like, you can't do,
in the past you could make the YouTube actually blend with it. Like you can make it blend with anything because you had complete creative control. Nowadays the creative control is gone. Yeah.
To be honest, like when big companies are changing their layout, like Twitch changed their layout, YouTube have changed their layout, Microsoft with their Xbox Live when they changed their layout, and stuff like even with programs, stuff like Doctor Who when they changed the Doctor. Everyone complains at the start, but eventually no one just minds it.
Well, because they get used to it. They're like, oh, it's never gonna change. Like I used when it originally came out, I refused. Like I wrote so many complaints to YouTube or whatever, and once I got to the point where like I know I can't change it, you know, I'm not gonna stop YouTube because of the layout.
I mean, we all got used to it, but it doesn't look good without the banner, to be honest. I'm not.
The thing without the banner though is there's like barely enough room to do anything on. You just get the sides.
Yeah, it does look bad.
And I think they just recently changed it a bit, so like you know how on top of the thing, it kind of blocks more the text. That way you can't put a lot of text on the top. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Shout out to Haja Asor. He said I suck, but I think I know who he is. I think he's one of the Vultra. Yeah, that's what I thought I knew the name.
Oh, it's just
like when I say shout out to somebody, but.
What?
Nothing.
I'm gonna say shout out to random people that I know. Yeah, random people. Cool.
Yeah, random people.
Yeah.
Random people.
Wow. Let's see.
Someone wrote in the chat. Can someone defecate on me?
What?
Defecate?
He didn't write defecate, but he wrote defecate.
Him. Yeah, I know him.
Oh, I will be offering sponsorship to Vultra. The thing about companies and sponsorship is you have to have a good product for us to promote it. Because Jake is all about professionalism. You have to have something freaking amazing that makes Jake want to have it, to want to put it everywhere on Vultra.
Like 100 grand.
Like, well, no, like, I'm sure if you were gonna pay Jake 100 grand to put your name somewhere, he might, but he also might not. You know, because that's the way Jake is.
Yeah, it all depends on what you have, I guess.
Yeah, you need to be like a company like Coca-Cola or something.
Jake is not going to put. Jake would reject 100 grand to keep Vultra's professionalism intact, to keep their reputation intact. Even if you, because like he wouldn't promote someone with bad content just for money. Jake wouldn't do that. But like, say if you message Dave from Vexon, he would do that in a heartbeat. Cause that's the way he is.
I don't think we should hate on Vexon.
I'm not hating on Vexon. I think Vexon.
Never ever create enemies. It will always come back and bite you on the arse.
No, but see, I don't hate on Vexon. The only problem I have with Vexon is their illegitimacy, basically. But let's just get off that topic and.
Hey, wait, real quick. Didn't they have something like if this company was going under, you had to?
I heard that was in their contract. I'm not sure.
Well, I got scammed by them.
Crazy controller mods. I think I know who they are. I think there's some controller company that wanted to sponsor me on Zero Studios, but I don't remember their name. I could go on my other Skype and check it out, but that'd be kind of pointless.
I think, to be honest, with Jake, like, you know, you get all these, like, MLG teams and stuff, like, when they get sponsored by a company, like, it's part of the contract to put in the name and whatnot. Like, if Jake ever made, like, a team battles team and whatnot, and a company offered sponsorship, even if it was a small sponsorship, but it was, like, a big company, you know, like BenQ, Logic, or whatever, Razer, that's highly unlikely. But yeah, I think Jake would honestly take that up because it is professional as well because you've got a professional company sponsoring you.
Well, yeah, well, I mean like that, but like I'm talking if it was just some random person saying, "Hey, if I give you 100 grand, would you put it up?" I don't think Jake would do that.
No, Jake, I think would just look at the content if he likes it, you know.
Yeah, if you like the content, yeah, then yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. This is why I'm in Vultra and not in any other network, because how professional everything is.
Wallawake?
Wallawaki.
Wallawaki. Someone posted in designs was like, say Wallawaki.
Wallawaki.
It's Ajay.
Wallawaki.
Should we move on to the next topic?
That's the thing. I don't
have
know if I have one.
Can we talk about After Effects?
Oh yeah, let's talk about After Effects. I don't know anything about After Effects, so.
Okay, so like in After Effects, you know how you have to use third-party programs in order to do like 3D motion tracking, like Buju and Cinema 4D and stuff like that. Now with CS6, you can do it all within After Effects with a click of a button, and it's pretty freaking sweet.
I think
that's all you wanted to say.
Well, that was something I'm really excited about, because I just got CS6 the other day, and I've been working with it, and like the render speed is so much faster because you can break it down between all 16 of my gigs of RAM so much better, so it like renders so fast.
Yeah.
The problem with 3D motion tracking, I think that takes much longer than doing it in Buju.
No, it doesn't. Trust me. Sorry.
On my computer, it does. On mine, really
what
bad.
kind of computer do you have?
I don't even know. I don't know.
How do you not know what computer you have?
Look down and look at the logo.
Yeah, when I was editing Griffey's episode, I did it all in CS5, and it just sucked. But now his next episode, I'm gonna do it in CS6, and it renders so much faster.
I got CS6 a few weeks ago, and yeah, it's been pretty good. It's much faster than the old one.
I don't know how to use After Effects. I've tried it, and it's just pointless for me. And I've tried to. I don't even know how to put a file in there.
All you have to do is drag it in.
Drag and drop, right?
Well, obviously, I'm trying to be sarcastic.
Yeah, we know. Hey, but like one thing that
I can't use Sony because I'm on Mac.
Sony Vegas sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. It does suck, but earlier you should probably use it.
Yeah, but and with like CS5, you know how? Wait, is somebody in here an editor? Do you use After Effects a lot?
Yeah.
Okay, so when CS5 was around, if you did something and then click Control Z to like undo it or whatever, it would automatically, you'd have to RAM preview it. But if you RAM previewed something, put something on it, and then Control Z, like it caches that, and it's just way better. Because now you can actually like take that, and then you won't have to RAM preview that again.
You know, oh, sorry. Continue on your discussion. I'm off topic.
CS6 for the win. Photoshop and After Effects.
I've known a few people who are pretty small channels, but they keep telling me that the new CS6 products aren't that good. They prefer the old ones, like CS5.
I disagree.
I don't think they're worth the money you pay for it. Let me think. Like Photoshop was like $270, but now it's like $1,000 because it has the video editing software too. And same with After Effects.
I mean, what's the point of getting?
They don't have a student teacher for After Effects CS6. They don't have a student teacher version.
Guys, I don't think we're live anymore.
We're not live. Well, Griffey said he heard me say his name.
Are we on? Oh yeah, we are. It's not featured on my channel for some reason. I gotta fix that.
I've got the solution to all this argument problems with what's better. Paint.
Alright, let's hear it.
Paint. Oh yeah.
Hey, no, that's not good Mac products because it won't work.
After
how about Paint.net?
No.
I'm pretty sure Game's pretty good too.
GFX video pad for editors.
I mean, honestly,
hold on,
I think
question.
graphic design is going to probably grow even more, and YouTube's probably going to be as big as gaming.
Give it a few years, graphics designing will grow. It's one of those new things, like, it's still developing quite a lot.
Yeah, like, they were gamers, and they would just put up a picture of, like, an intervention and just put it on repeat, but now it's, like, way better. Now there's people actually helping them out, so that it started later than gaming.
Yeah.
Like, if you use technology for an example, like, whatever, 100 years ago, the first car made? Whatever year, like, many years ago, like, when the first car was there, like, people were just like, you look ridiculous, what the hell is this? Why aren't you using a horse, blah, blah, blah. And, like, now look how big it is and how, like, normal it is to us.
Why would someone say, why aren't you riding a horse?
You're
Oh, yeah.
so lame.
I'm going to go ahead and answer a few questions in the stream real quick. One, Tritton HD, why does your channel have a lot of dislike bots? I don't think I have dislike bots. I haven't seen any of my things. And even if I did, I wouldn't care. I would just think, you know, why would someone waste their time on my videos? But another thing is, how are you, partner? I am head staff at Vultra. You can go check them out, Vultra Hub. Link will be in the description in like 2 seconds when I go put it there. Great people over there. I know I'm one of them. And let's see here. Any other questions? I don't think there's any other questions. So.
Do you have any questions for the guests or the co-host? You should write who the question is for.
Yeah.
What?
We
Someone
have
said-
a topic.
We have one last topic. Yeah, I think we have one last topic. It's how Vultra is doing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Vultra Designs, we'll start off with that since designs, but we're doing pretty good. We have all next week, there's new videos every single day next week, and we have 2 slots left for the following week, so we're going to have 2 full weeks of uploads, and everyone has to upload by Friday. I'm really pushing people to submit, and if they don't submit, they get suspended, and suspension basically means you're not in Vultra Designs until you submit. Like, you can't say you're in Vultra Designs, you get removed from the roster. And the reason we do that is because the whole point of you being in Designs is to have the uploads. You submit, and that's what your job. And if you don't do that, why should you be in Designs? You know?
Exactly.
It's like,
I mean, honestly,
Wait.
I just,
really quick.
I only.
Strike the person is at vulgar language. He's like talking about the
wait,
in
who?
the comments.
Comments?
What?
I'll handle
Right.
that.
Yeah. Straighten. Maybe something like that. Started cutting whoever that was off.
You're going robot voice.
You just I think
Yeah, your
he
voice is
said
cutting out.
Triton hates he's using vulgar language, but all I've seen him say is talk about women. So
And he also said, why do women like toys?
It's part of
that's the kindest way of putting it.
the reason.
There's also another guy called Shabash98.
Hero deep feces. I'm
reason-
trying not to sir.
The reason we have to like discredit is it's part of the rules as like thing is like we can't talk about like sexual stuff. We can't talk about all that stuff right now, like as in beta. Not saying we would or we will, but like we have strict guidelines that we can't cross right now while we're in beta mode. So
basically, you cross it, you're screwed.
yeah, basically, like
That's
we
basically it.
want all our
If you
partners.
say YOLO, you're probably gonna die.
We want all our partners
Watch
to
out.
be able to have the live stream feature. And right now, we are on a thin line with the live stream. We're on a good line with YouTube, but a thin line on the live streaming. I mean, only being around for 2 months and already having live streaming, YouTube likes us. I think we're the first
All they
network
want
in
us
2
to
months.
crash and burn because we make a small slip up.
Well, see, that's the one thing with live streaming is if I played a song right now, it's not like YouTube can flag it and take it down right away. It would take a while, but that would crash. Like it would make YouTube, it would make Vultra have like we would get a copyright strike later on, and that's why we have to be really strict with live streaming because if you mess up one little bit, like you press one wrong button and go to like a Pandora or something accidentally, if that loads and starts playing music that's copyrighted, you're screwed.
True.
There's nothing you can stop that. Because then it's
Yeah.
in the video. Anyone can go back and watch it. It's not like...
Unless you press Command W really quickly.
No, even if you did, like, you'd have to close... Like, you'd
That
have
won't
to...
work. A split
Completely.
second will still count as copyrighted music.
Exactly.
Unless you've actually performed the music by yourself or composed it.
What if you start going na 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 na?
Then I would kick you from the call,
That's just
and
annoying.
you wouldn't be a guest again.
Nothing will happen with that.
Yeah, so people like hold on really quick. People like skins is like words that you should have and try to.
You're really like robot voice right now. Like when you go back and watch the stream, you'll hear yourself. Like, I can't even understand you.
Somebody talking like, sound like you're talking in like a box or something.
Yeah.
Into a fan.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's a robot. Is he? I think Sherbet Melon. Who was the guy? Michael Arts,
Hmm.
the one that did the model thing.
Let's see here.
We didn't finish the topic though. We still didn't continue while we were talking.
Oh yeah, Vultra's doing so. Vultra Designs is gonna have a video up every day next week, and most likely the following week. So go check that out. Vultra Games is just blowing up. We're having more and more activity over there. We have daily live streams. I've been a part of more than I haven't, I think. I've been a part of a lot of the Vultra games when we do Call of Duty, MW3, MW2. I think they do a little bit of Minecraft. I don't think I was a part of that stream. I think I was for like a little bit.
Vultra Games is pretty much the streaming's based around console gaming. I was talking
Basically,
to Jake,
yeah.
kind of indirectly talking to Jake about it.
We have like 2 or 3 main streamers on there, which is Gerbo, Jordan, who's the head recruiter, and Jordan, who is the content manager. Those are like the 3 main people who stream over there. Jake's in most all of it, and then I'm in some of it. And we're trying to do is get the people watching to come on and like be part of the stream with us, but that hasn't been happening lately. So we're trying to get that going.
I would, but I'm normally like busy, and normally people decide to stream when pretty much half of Great Britain is asleep. So
yeah.
America's just waking up.
What is
Like
it?
8:30.
I don't like time zones. Like, screw it if you have to learn in the dark. No one cares.
Just put everyone on the same time.
How did we go from talking about Vultra to time zone?
It's like I told you guys in the beginning
Well,
when you guys were talking about how we wouldn't get into politics. You're like, well, where would politics come up in it? We already almost crossed that line, and
Yeah, we
and it's just the way things just transition. It's unreal. We've had almost 200 total viewers here, so
That's good. That's good.
yeah. People
Thank you.
stopping. I mean, for a first
That's pretty
episode,
successful.
I think this is going pretty well. I think we ran out of topics though, and that's our problem. So maybe for next
we'll
week.
with more later in the week.
Get
Yeah.
like subscribers to suggest some topic as well.
Well, we
Yeah.
only have like 8 viewers,
Yeah, have them
9
comment
viewers
on
right
it.
now.
I think we can come up with some quick topics like
There's one topic from Triton HD saying how do people start their own network. Probably, like,
Oh,
that
dude,
is-
I gotta send
I
you
don't-
guys this. Someone just posted this in the Vultra Designs chat. Epic. I'm posting it in the.
oh,
What?
Go check that out. I told you guys, Vultra Designs is like
Wow.
I'm gonna post it and I'm
Wow.
gonna show it on the stream. I told you guys,
Wow.
Vultra Designs is
Guys.
Only thing I don't like is what you guys brought up earlier, the link text.
the link
Yeah.
text. Yeah.
Let down.
Think about it on the right and left side. There's space stock image, by the way. Gets
Okay,
cut
there
off.
we go. Okay.
It doesn't say.
So let me minimize this. Okay.
Yeah, he just has to.
Alright,
You
so
messed
right
up.
here.
the spaces.
I actually like the text on this one. I don't think it's that bad. I think he did a good
It's
job on
not
the drop
text,
shadow.
It's the spacing.
The spacing,
you
yeah,
put
the
it-
spacing's kind of bad. And you can see on the sides where the stock image kind of ran over. And you
Yeah,
need to
it
erase
Probably
that.
just faded out.
But
though,
that's
so.
still, that background, that was made by our newest director right here. I'm going to get his channel and put it in the description.
Oh, Chen.
Chen, yeah.
What about me? I just joined.
I think I went over directorship with him, so I might have it in here somewhere. Nope.
I'm actually gonna put like probably just like get Will to recommend me someone like later on. I'm gonna get like someone to properly do my channel up, like background, avatar.
You want me
like,
to do
thing.
that?
the thing near the subscriber. Actually, I need to see your work first. Yeah.
I'll send you my portfolio.
Okay,
Yeah,
here's a question from, I think, Haja. I think he might have changed his name. I'm not sure, but Jazik. He said, if you were placed in a circular room and were told to stand in a corner, what would you do? I would dig a hole straight down, and then I'd be in a corner.
I would dig it to like form it into a square or something, and then sitting there.
Well, no, if you were in a circular room, like imagine
I would
like
walk out of the room.
Oh, thinking outside the circle.
No, you're placed into it. You're placed. You can't leave.
You can't leave.
Okay,
Like
you
you
can't
just,
leave.
yeah, like they
Yeah.
locked all the
Like
doors.
the
You were just
floor,
dropped
right.
in a circular room,
Like-
and you were told to
like
stand
in,
in
like
the
a-
corner. Oh, like I said, I dig a hole. Okay, here we go. It's the Chen. Go, guys, go subscribe. He'll be in the description. Go subscribe to the Chen for his amazing graphic design ability.
Well, what I would do, I would probably go into the fetal position.
The fetal position.
It's a sleeping
Go
position
crazy.
as well.
It's like
And
Sub up.
You guys
Chen.
should actually search that up. I had an assembly on it.
Okay.
It was half interesting, but yeah.
Guys, go ahead
You
and
can learn a lot
refresh
about
the
people from how they
stream
sleep.
and go to Chen's channel and go hit the subscribe button. I was gonna
I
say
know what
yellow
I'll do.
subscribe button, but it's
I
not
would
yellow
see
anymore.
if I can get upside down in it.
Oh,
what?
you just stand on your head. Okay, how
Yeah.
about this? How about this? You were placed in a circular room with all marble floors, roof, and ceiling. The roof started to cave in slowly. How would you handle it?
I just die.
Jerk off for the last time.
I would just die. I'd just die.
What? This is
You're about to die, so.
what? How would you?
Oh my god.
How would you?
You'd have to. You realize how quick you would have to do it. You realize how quick you would have to do that.
Well, yeah, you know, like if it just started caving in slowly, and you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna die. You know, you would look up,
You have to,
and you would
you have
just
to try
like
and get out.
you have to watch it slowly crush your bones because
So
it's,
in, like,
going
Saw.
slowly. So if you're
So,
like
like,
standing up, it's not just gonna crack your head and you're gonna die. You're gonna have to like lay down and
Okay,
just watch it
then I would
slowly.
see if I can chip away the marble and stab myself in the whole vein.
In my
The brain,
opinion,
because the brain survives for something like 7 minutes after your heart stopped functioning.
yeah.
I would just lie down, fall asleep, and die.
Yo, guys, don't answer the Trident question where he asks who is the best designer in Vultra because we don't want any like.
Well, no, I can say who I think the best designer in Vultra, and I think Vultra Designs is the best designer in Vultra. Everyone's contributed efforts.
The best designer in
To-
Vultra will be someone who can make a fully, like, a proper background in paint. That's
Yes.
I could do that.
If
I could
anyone,
do that.
if anyone can make like if anyone can make the COD style background now in paint, they would be the best designer in my opinion. Like with all the explosion, the flares, all that. If they could do that in paint, they would be the best designer on YouTube.
But it's hard to erase something where there's no layers.
Exactly.
Oh,
And yeah, you can't do a screen, so.
yeah, like that would
Exactly.
be
That's the
insanely
point.
hard.
That'd be too
And you
complicated.
can't do color corrections.
Can't do
That's-
color
You can
corrections.
do color correction. You can just like. Oh no, that'd still be using Photoshop.
Yeah, only in paint, nothing else but paint.
Oh my
That-
gosh. I'll have to
that-
try that later.
I wouldn't even dare try it.
I would dare someone to.
Someone
At
should
least-
do it for dare.
Someone should. No, I've seen people do speed arts in paint, but they're not called speed arts. They're called time lapses, where they do like Pokemon stuff and just really different.
Yeah, I've seen people do that as well. Like,
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Like I can't do that in Photoshop. How can someone do that in paint? So
I
yeah,
don't know.
did you
People-
ever see the?
Okay. I think you should be able to speak your mind, says Triton HD. I do speak my mind. I think, like, the thing about teams is if you start picking off and pointing out, like, this person's the best, this person's second, and you go down like that, the team's gonna then fragment in those sections. And then it's not gonna be a whole team anymore. If everyone...
I've got the best quote ever. Okay. My dad
Okay.
always says this to me. This is useful. So when there's one person, it's like 1. But when there are 2 people, and you put those 1 together, it's like 11, etc., etc.
Ah.
So then it just gets stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
There we go.
That is so pointless. That is so pointless.
Well, okay, then I'll use one from a movie, a quote from a movie.
People make 11. What?
He means like this. He means like this. Like if you had one person, and I'm doing this in the chat,
Yeah, I know,
and then you had
but
2
that's
people,
so
it's
random.
11. Because 1 and 1. Like if you have 1 next to 1, it's 11. And then if you had 3
Okay, but
people,
try-
it's 1
having
next
a
to 1
fight,
next to
you
1.
2 people and they're 11. And then
Try-
there's like people.
Okay, let's use a better one then. Well, there's a movie. It's quite cool. It's about apes. I'm probably not going to say the name.
Guys
I
in the
might get-
planets of the games.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
And,
I have a topic
like,
real quick.
if you're
after
alone,
this.
you can easily break, but when you're together, you can't. There we go.
Mhm.
Now try and say that's useless.
I didn't understand
pretty
anything.
useless.
Okay.
Well,
A new
to be honest,
topic.
if
Come
you're
on.
an ape, you don't really need help.
A new topic. Epic GFX time returned with a new leader.
I think they should just close the channel.
Oh my god.
Brilliant.
It's run its course. It's pointless now. After everything, after I know the original leader, I think his name was Leo or something.
Yeah. it
No,
was like-
Leo wasn't the original owner. Leo bought the channel when
really?
it had 1,000 subs. He bought it.
Oh.
And that's how he got it. And then he got it to like 10K. Which I heard
No.
I heard he bought it like as well.
Yeah, he did, because then when they did they removed all inactive subs, they lost about
5,000.
5K. Yeah, I remember.
5,000
That's
subs.
when he quit YouTube.
He didn't quit. He's still on
Epic GFX
YouTube.
time.
He
That's
came
not
back.
Epic Food Time much.
oh, it's
Epic
Epic
Meal
Meals on
Time,
it.
not-
Well,
Yeah.
that's the point. That's the point. It was like a rip off that, which I think it was really creative. I think Epic GFX time was at one point the strongest GFX team out there. I
And
mean,
then-
Apex was on board, Rated was on board, Stratza was on board. They had so many really big people who loved the name and thought it was a great idea, came together, and they made Epic
you know,
GFX time.
The best one was where I think it was
The original
it was
one. I downloaded it and I have it on my external hard drive somewhere.
where Apex
It was like-
just puts
It was
renders
Apex and the
and
original
tools
guy
and
was like, "What you know about graphics? This is Epic GFX time, bringing you back with another." And they went into that, and then he like did more renders, more renders.
more renders, No, that's when Apex got the channel, I think.
No, I wanna add Jay Zeke to the call, but I don't know what he's gonna do if I add him to the call.
Anyway,
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
since I'm in Britain, I've got dinner and stuff like that. So,
Okay,
yeah, it's
well,
nice talking to you guys.
fantastic. Enjoy your
Adios, muchacho.
meal.
Yeah, I will. I'll
Okay,
have some nice pasta.
pasta,
Pasta.
Pasta?
pasta.
Pasta?
Hey, all of you can't spell right. England was where the English language was made. So
I'm
don't
not
get
even-
off on this. Trust me, I've got a line of stuff. I mean, not a line, I've got a book of stuff.
I'm not even from America, so I'm not with you guys.
Well,
Yeah,
Wow.
Like,
Stuff.
Dick, so if
I think me and Dizzy are the only ones that are not American.
Fresh. I'm gonna add you to the Vultra chat. You've earned
Well,
it.
peace out, guys. It was
I'm
nice
from
talking
Britain.
to you.
I'm from Britain.
Alright,
So
bye.
yeah.
Bye-bye, Disney.
There you go. Oh. Okay. Okay, good. Bresh, okay. Just kind of stalk over the Vulture chat for a little bit.
That's what I've been doing, but you guys are like, meh.
No, not the Vulture Designs chat. I just added you, Bresh, to like the one with all the partners and stuff.
What about it?
Just watch over it and watch what they're talking about. They might have stopped talking about it, but just
Oh,
watch what they're talking about. It's ridiculous.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. The owner of Epic GFX Time told me Rated made this background. I don't believe him. I think he copied it and used Rated's template and put Rated's logo on it. That's what I think. But I'm not sure. Can you guys hear me? Hello?
What?
Someone's got
You're
that.
sounding
Wait.
good, but
Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna host the call now. I'm all alone now.
What was going on there?
I don't know. I think it was the previous host, but So what it was, the leader of Epic GFX Time Now wanted me to partner his channel, even though his channel is like has nothing. But I told him like, has he thought about the directorship program before I knew he was the owner of Epic GFX Time, and then he was like, yeah, and then I looked at Epic GFX Time because it was on his channel, and I was like, did you make the background? And he said no, Rated did it, because it looks exactly like Rated's new background on his channel. And I was like, that's weird. Rated doesn't make a background for his own channel and then duplicate it for another channel. And I don't think Rated made this. I think they made it and put Rated's logo on it. But I don't know.
Maybe they got hold of the PSD. I don't think Rated is even in the new Epic GFX Time.
He used to be in it.
Yeah, I tried to join it, but
I was in Epic GFX Time when Leo was in it. I was in for like a day, and then I was like, screw this, and left.
Leo's, I hope he doesn't hear this, but Leo's an idiot.
Leo will. Leo wanted to be head of designs for Vultra when he left Vexon. But
I know, but he was a recruiter instead.
No.
Hey,
This
really
is
quick, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you look at the backgrounds, there's shadow underneath all of the links, and the texture on the logo is way different, so I don't know if that would help your guys'
No, it's still the same
questioning.
concept.
It's
Yeah,
the
same,
exact
same
concept.
concept, but I don't think it was the same designer, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well,
it wasn't.
One thing, wait, what were we talking about? I just totally got like.
We're talking about Leo.
Leo, yeah. Jake called me the other day and was like, "Yo, guess who just messaged me?" And I was like, "Who?" And he was like, "Leo." And I was like, "Okay, he's with Vexon." And he was like, "No, he left Vexon and wanted to be head of design for Vultra." And then Jake just started laughing. It was like, "Dude, that's why I got you." And then he was like, "But you messed me up. You're gonna get taken over by some little kid." And I was like, "Okay." So now I can't mess up, because if I do, Leo's going to be in charge of Vultra Designs, and who knows what's going to happen.
Probably gonna end up like Vexon if that happens.
Well, the thing, no offense to Kizo if he's watching this, or if he sees this, but the reason Vultra Designs went down in views was because the previous content manager uploaded garbage. He uploaded, like, really bad stuff, and I don't want to be offensive to like all the older designers that were removed from Vultra, but there were a lot of bad stuff in there. Like we had like 20, 30 people, and no one wanted to upload, and when they did upload, it was absolute garbage. And then the previous content manager, just uploaded whatever was sent to him. He didn't check for quality. He only checked for copyright. That's what I did different with Vultra Designs now. Is it's only content.
Yeah.
Like
I remember how it was with Kizo.
Yeah, if there was a bad designer in Vultra, I have no problem with copying and pasting the removed message and pasting it. I only want quality and content.
Well, Leo told me I was one of the worst designers ever.
Leo doesn't even know how to design. I remember when he wanted me to teach him how to do basically everything in Photoshop. I gave him like a 2-hour lesson one time, and nothing, no backing, no support.
He told me, because I made a background for IMD Attack. Do you guys know him?
I've heard of him, yeah.
Yeah, he's this commentator, and I made this background, and that's how he talked to me. Like, I always tried to talk to him because I was a big fan of him at the time when he was ASAP.
Parts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, he just messaged me, and he asked me if I could join his team. I think he hacked into a clan called Droid. Have you guys heard of that clan? I had like 3K.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, guess what I'm going to do after this live stream?
You're going to talk to Leo?
Nope, I'm going to go make the Vultra Designs contest. So all you guys who want to join Vultra, this is your chance.
Wait, do I have to do it?
No, if you're already in Vultra, you don't have to do
Oh, thank God.
it. You're already in Vultra,
You have
you're
to do
good.
it right now.
Yeah.
No, I already did it.
Alright, I'm back. What was it?
Fantastic.
Everything.
Brilliant.
You missed the whole stream. The stream is over.
No, not quite.
I'm just kidding.
Uh,
Wait, how old are you guys? I think I'm the youngest one here.
I'm 16.
I'm
Oh,
17.
I can't go there. I can't go there. No. I wish I could block this. Nope. Close. Okay, good.
Alright, well, I guess I'm the youngest. I'm 14.
Gerbo, what is up, Gerbo006? 14. You were pretty close.
Oh my goodness. When did Cell make this?
Do you think is there? What? I'm gonna go. What topics do we have that we can use next week, guys? If we do this next week, which I don't know because we have a scheduled live stream for Vultra Designs. But I don't know. I'll have a full list of ideas and topics we can.
We need to have more topics because we rushed in.
Here's a good one. Apex Predator launched his graphic design community forum.
Oh, what's it called?
apexdzn.com/forum.php. I'll post it in here.
You remembered the whole thing.
No, I typed in apexdzn.com and then I did /f and forum.php came up.
Alright.
I am Zelo.
Pandora.
If you go on there, I'm Zelo right there. But yeah, the new forum is up there. So I think it's good that we actually have like an actual forum because I don't know if there's any like social media site that's a forum. And at least we have something from Apex. Does it redirect when you go there? Yeah, it's auto redirect when you go to Apex DZN.
Triton is like spamming the chat with random stuff.
I'm 35. Earn 120,000 pounds, I think, a year. That's awesome, bro. Good for you. Yeah. Let's look on Apex DZN's or Apex Predator's site for discussions we can do. Graphics zone, graphics showcase, portfolios, works in progress, tutorials, graphics store, Photoshop 101. Wow, this guy, I knew he'd become something. He's a VIP member of Apex DZN. He had like 200, he has more posts than Apex on his own forum.
Well, can I say something real quickly?
Yeah.
On a topic that I might want to bring up about hackers.
I don't know if we should go into this, but well, go ahead, I guess.
Well, I guess there was this network. I think it was called Area 42 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it got hacked, and they just partnered random people.
No.
And it's still,
okay. If I can cut you off here, sorry to cut you off, but they didn't get hacked. Okay. What they did was one of the people they gave the password to didn't like it, or they changed the password or something, or they closed the channel. The thing I hate with people saying, oh, my YouTube got hacked. They were stupid and they gave out their password to someone. That's their fault. Okay?
but
So, if I gave my password to some random person or someone that I know and they decide, or then there's a fight or something and I forget that they still have the password and they close my channel, or if I gave it to them and the second they got on they closed my channel or they changed the password, my channel did not get hacked. It was taken over by my stupidity.
Well, since I heard from a partner from Vultra said that if someone hacks into your channel and like closes it, you can probably get it back for Vultra if you call them, if you contact them.
A legit hack, not like saying.
That's why I always have two-step verification on, because
same here.
If they find out my password, at least they can't get through without using my phone. Unless they're like real serious hackers. I'm not gonna mention any names.
they hacked your phone and they receive text messages that you get.
What if it's that new one where you like send a file and then they get control over your IP address?
Oh, keylog.
Yeah, man.
The thing about that is, I don't download anything that I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
Like,
but there was one person who said that they made me a background and it turned out to be a keylog, but I didn't actually download it. And that might happen to other people, but is that stupidity or is that an actual act?
Well, you should always look at the file. What's it called?
well, it depends on the size too, because I'll tell you, a YouTube background will be anywhere. Like if it's just YouTube background, it will be anywhere.
It's probably gonna be from 300 to 700.
300 kilobytes to a minimum a megabyte. You cannot have higher than a megabyte on a YouTube background. So when they send you a file and it turns out it's 2 megabytes, don't download it because then it could have something.
Unless it's the PSD. The PSD is gonna be 9.6.
Well, I don't know any designer that just gives out a PSD.
Unless they pay for it, like.
But we're talking about like him in general. Like if he bought a background from someone, didn't buy the PSD, if he just got a background, the chances of him being a keylogger are slim. But if there was, I mean, you know how to tell.
Well, my friend.
Oh, new video just went up on Vultra Designs, which means it's 4 p.m. So we're gonna go ahead and send that to people.
Up on Vultra Designs, which means it's 4 p.m.
Oh, it's gonna echo, no echo. Okay. Talk about people who hack PC and Xbox 360. The people who hack Xbox 360 games and stuff, they're cool, I guess. You know, they can ruin people's gaming experience.
Well, no, there's two sides of that. There's the good hackers and the bad hackers.
White hat and gray hat. The thing about that though is people who hack games like Xbox and stuff.
Like Modern Warfare 2. No, like there's other things to that. Honestly, there's people who ruin games. And there's people who give choices. Like, I was in a lobby today, I was playing on my PS3, and for some reason, like, the guy I was playing COD 4, and he was like, this game is probably gonna be hacked, so if you don't want to play it, then leave the match right now. That's what he said, and I just left the match because I didn't want to play with hackers.
So, yeah. Okay. And that's all I need to post it. Okay. But yeah, agreed. Like, hacking in general is just stupid. I mean, yeah, that's all I'm gonna really say. I don't support hacking to get back at someone. I don't support hacking to just mess with someone. I think that whole factor is just retarded.
Can I have you guys' opinion about the uprising thing, the GFX and editing uprising? Have you guys heard of it?
I've heard of it.
I have not heard of it.
I can see why they would make that, because some people are really arrogant and say that GFX and editors do nothing. But to be honest, I don't really listen to them. I just do what I do. Just carry on.
Well, honestly, I think because some people went on strike or something.
Wait! I want to know. Wait, I didn't hear this. What's going on?
There's been like a uprising video.
Oh, you want me to link you it?
No, I'd be streaming. I can't play that. But,
oh no. Alright, well, if you want to watch it later.
But tell me what went on in it.
Should I explain it to him?
Yeah, go on.
Alright, well, there's this video where this GFX artist is playing Modern Warfare 2 with a clan member, and he said, "You're my GFX," and he was like, he's like, "Do my background," and he was just swearing at him. But that wasn't the whole case of the whole video. The people were in the comments saying that GFX are nothing, so are editors. They just do crappy backgrounds. They're not good at anything.
If they're gonna go ahead and say that, I mean,
they're saying that
if they seriously say editors, if someone said editors are nothing, I wouldn't edit for that guy.
Yeah.
I would just be like, okay, well, if editors are nothing, edit your own stuff. Do it yourself. Yeah. See how much time, how much effort it takes. And I'm gonna try this feature, so I don't know if it'll work, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it and see what happens on the stream. So watch the stream and tell me if something happens. Oh, echo, no echo. No echo. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try it again and see if it happens. Insert. Oh, wrong button.
Dude, your background is looking awesome.
Did it? Oh, I don't think I've been working on it in a while. Did it play an ad?
No. It's
YouTube.
stuck on the background.
That's right. Well, it's not stuck. It's just I have it frozen on Photoshop. Like I can move it and it'll move. But there's a insert advertisement button on Wirecast. And
Well, would that be alright with Vultra? Because
if I click it, it doesn't play an ad, which is weird.
maybe you need to get an ad and then put it up like a link. But honestly, I think you shouldn't just do that because it might be bad.
Well, no, I don't. I was just thinking because I was just testing it. And I don't know. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and do. Hold on, it's stuck on Photoshop, so I'm gonna go ahead. I hate Skype so much. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and throw a speed art that I did. So you guys have a little bit of background. I'll turn the audio off on it, but so you guys have background on the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and add some media. So what do I need to remove?
I can hear your computer.
My fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just started. I don't know why. Okay.
Probably because you're using lots of power.
I'm actually plugged in. The only thing that it could be is my sticky notes right now. Or I have too many windows open on Safari. Nope.
Honestly, I have had fun.
This has been a good first live stream. I don't know how many people are still here watching it. We have like 6. We've had a total of 233 people stop in during the stream.
Yeah.
That's not bad for a first stream.
Okay.
Honestly, I would love to do this again.
Yeah, I mean we can do it like next week and stuff. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this up real
I'll
quick.
try next week because I'm gonna go back to where I live because I'm in Canada visiting my sister. So.
Okay. There you go. I don't think I'm gonna be able to hear you guys. They'll be able to hear the music, so I'm gonna go ahead and. Okay, here we go. This. Okay, if I turn that down, then it's just our voice, so they won't be able to hear the music and stuff. That's good. Okay, fantastic. So yeah, if you guys want to go, that's just the background speed art I did. It's uploaded on my channel if you guys want to watch it, or you guys can just watch it.
I love this one. It's the
re-upload from my old thing. Yeah, Dark Knight Rises speed art poster that I did. Oh, okay. So there you go. So now I can go ahead and do, black screen. So that's that. Remove that. Okay, perfect.
Do you think after the speed art we should like end the show? Cause
yeah, we can do that. I think it's been like 2 hours, a good 2 hours of streaming. We can just stop now. I can crank the music up, and when that's done, I can just stop the stream. But it has been fun, guys. We should do this again. Next week we have the Vultra live stream designs. So I don't know.
Which most of us will be in.
Yeah, as long as it's like Vultra people. Sorry, Limbo. You could be a guest. I think that would be okay.
But mostly, Vultra people. Sorry, I'm a bit slow. I didn't sleep and I'm really tired.
Same here, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. Aaron? That's how you pronounce your name?
Aaron.
Who?
Yeah.
Aaron. Okay,
Aaron.
link me your channel. I'll put you as a guest. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see here.
This was fun.
It was fun.
It is fun.
We got a lot of new topics. I just wish we had a little bit more topics to go by.
Yeah. Let's just come up with something like throughout the week.
We need to come up with at least 20 topics.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do prank calls.
Nah, well, that would be kind of like a
about
rip. That would be kind of like a rip off PTFO.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Well, the speed art's wrapping up, so we're gonna go ahead and end off the stream here, guys. If you guys enjoyed this stream, please leave a like rating below, and We'll be able to do this more in the future. I had fun. I'm pretty sure you guys had fun, and yeah. So it's been Will, and you guys can go do your sign-offs.
Alright, this is Abdullah, and I'm gonna go sleep.
Well, it's been fun, guys. This is Brush. Have a good one, everyone.
Yeah, and I'm Aaron, Bucks the Edits, and I'm going to have some food.
I'm gonna go probably eat some as well, so I will talk to you guys later. Alright, peace.
See ya. Peace.
There goes Skype. So it's just me left in here, guys. It's been well. I hope you guys had fun on Graphics Live episode 1. Hopefully next week we have a lot of better topics for you guys, and we can do some more stuff for you. Let's see here. Full screen. There we go. Yeah. So I will go ahead and talk to you, or I guess I meant cutting this off like I say goodbye on a Skype chat. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It's been Will, and peace. Now I gotta be able to stop this. So stop streaming. Peace, guys.